welcome to another edition of Two Track Tombstone with me, Jay Tombstone. I'm a little cranky right now because I can't find my wallet, and that really puts me in a bad mood. And then I had the thought that, like, oh well, I'll go get my passport because I got my passport last year, so at least I'll have some legal ID. And my passport is not where I thought it was either, so I can't find my wallet or my passport, and my washing machine is leaking. So I'm a little cranky right now. I'm not in a good mood, and I'm not liking the universe. But I had the thought yesterday that I wanted to do a podcast telling the story of the first time I was arrested. And even though you can get a little sidetracked when you lose your wallet, everything can get a little sidetracked, and I wanted to go through with the podcast of telling the story of the first time I was arrested. I've been arrested twice in my life, but this is the first time I got arrested. And I was 16 the first time I got arrested, and to know the whole story, you have to know that, like, in school, I was not a very popular kid, needless to say. I was pretty openly gay in Mobile, Alabama. I did not have a lot of friends in high school. And before school, there was a McDonald's across the street from my high school, and I was a smoker already in school. I was smoking at 12 years old. So in high school, I would go early and sit and smoke at the McDonald's beforehand, get a Coke or something. I don't remember what I was eating, but I would sit at and it was the whole scene of smokers that would then go across the street to school, because And there was this boy that showed up this year. I think it was a junior year. I think I was 16. Yeah, and his name was Ray, and he had showed up from like another school. And he didn't really have any friends, and we kind of started talking to each other at the McDonald's. So I didn't know him well, but we were kind of friends. We kind of talked to each other, and I'd only known him a few weeks when I saw him in the mall one weekend. I spent a lot of time in my youth getting dressed up weird and going down to the mall, going to Bel Air Mall in Mobile, Alabama, just to freak the normal people out. It was a fun night for me as a teenager, just getting dressed up and going to the mall. So I was at the mall, and I ran into Ray, and he was there with this guy who he said was his mother's boyfriend. And they were like, hey, we've got some pot and vodka. And I was like, I like pot and vodka. They're like, you want to come with us and have some pot and vodka? And I was like, sure. I don't even remember who I was with. I was with somebody. Somebody had to have taken me to the mall, but I don't really remember who. But I left the people I was with, and I was like, I'm going to go hang out with this new friend of mine that I barely know from school named Ray, and we're going to go running around. From the B-52s' second album, Wild Planet, this is the B-52s with Runnin' Around.
Running around, running around, looking high, looking low, for you, looking here, looking there, but you know running around. Running around, chasing rainbows and diamonds. You got me chasing rainbows and diamonds. In the windows of the wall, to the beauty parlor at the mall. Running around, running around. I'm looking for my bag. I'm looking for that girl. Running around. You got me running.
yeah, I met up with this guy I barely knew named Ray. I'd known him a few weeks, but he went to the same school, and I thought he had moved there from another school. You know, I thought, oh, he'll transfer from another school, and he's friendly with me because he doesn't have any friends, and I didn't have any friends, so we were at least kind of friendly. And his mother's boyfriend, it was clear, not his stepfather, just his mother's boyfriend. It was a man in probably late 30s or 40s. I don't remember his name. Nonetheless, we went around and we managed to go. We stopped at some point, got more pot and more vodka. We stopped at the ABC store and got more vodka. And, yeah, and it was probably about 2 in the morning, and we had to go pee. So we went to this little public park off Dolphin Island Parkway, and the three of us are out in the park peeing in the park. That's when the cops showed up. That's where the cops come in. We've been running around drinking vodka, smoking pot, and we get out just to take a piss in the park at 2 o'clock in the morning, and the cops pull up. And we're like, oh, fuck. But, you know, me and Ray are like teenagers, so we're like, okay, let the adults handle this. The boyfriend, needless to say, is drunk and fucked up and hanging out with teenagers. The cops come up and he's like, "What are y'all doing?" And the drunk older boyfriend was like, "Oh, we're just stopped over. You know, we're driving around and we need a place to pee and everything's closed, so we just stopped to pee." And the cops like, you know, flashlight in the eyes. Okay, well, I'm gonna let you go with a warning this time, but y'all shouldn't be out here, whatever, you know, blah blah blah. To which the boyfriend responds, "Yeah, you better let us go." All the oxygen slurped off the planet in that second. Just like, what? Me and Ray are standing behind him looking at each other going, what did he just say? And the cops are like, what? And he's like, you better let us go. They gotta get home to their mamas. These are babies. And they just gotta go home to their mamas. We've got pot and empty bottles of vodka in the car, and this guy is smart-mouthing the cops. To stay stunned is an understatement. We just could not believe it. And the cop, you know, of course, eventually handcuffs the drunk guy, and he's got the drunk guy in the back of the car and is telling us that he's going to let us go because we have driver's licenses. We're old enough to have driver's licenses. He's going to let us go. And at some point, he's like, well, I'll let you go. He tells the drunk boyfriend, he says, if you say one more word, I'm taking them in. Ray and I are sitting there going, oh, please, shut up, Chief. No, of course he did not shut up. Ray and I are sitting in the back of the car, handcuffed next to each other. My mother had her ceramic shop at the time, and I knew she had been working a lot. And I'm saying, please don't call my mother, because I didn't want her to wake her up. I didn't want them to wake her up. I was like, just call her in the morning. Please don't call my mother. Ray's saying, please call my mother. Please just call my mother. I'm on probation. The smart-ass cop turns around and goes, well, what are you on probation for? Ray goes, I shot my sister! And he goes into this long story about how his father was abusing his mother, and one day he had enough and he was going to grab a gun and shoot his father, but he tripped and killed his sister. You could have heard, yeah, there was no oxygen. We were all just shocked. Just, what? And I'm in the back of the car with this guy! Stunned. And with that, I went into juvenile the juvenile detention. Yeah, that was my teenage crime time.
They murder lipstick on your collar. Back in 1950, people had their holler. The love starts knocking your heart. It starts rocking. It's prime time, prime time. Love starts knocking your heart. It starts rocking. It's prime time, prime time. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. I gotta go, girl. Be murder for $1. No one hears you holler. Wrap up your baby, then you be a scholar. Love starts knocking your heart. Starts rocking. It's prime time, prime time. Love starts knocking your heart. Starts rocking. It's prime time, prime time. Love starts knocking your heart. Starts rocking. It's prime time, prime time. Love starts knocking your heart. Starts rocking. It's prime time, prime time. Love starts knocking your heart. Starts rocking. It's prime time, prime time. Love starts knocking your heart. Starts rocking. It's prime time, prime time.
From the third Culture Club album, that is Crime Time, the album Waking Up with the House on Fire. So yeah, that was when I got arrested. I was 16. Mercifully, I only got arrested for public lewdness, pissing in the park. We had no charges of underage drinking or marijuana or any of that. Mercifully, surprisingly, yeah, we just got arrested for pissing in the park. My mother has to come pick me up at 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever. She's pissed off and miserable. And, my oldest sister, Des, I could tell you a billion stories of the stuff that my older sister, Des, has gotten into. She's been arrested and rehab and everything. And I got arrested for pissing in the park, and my mother's like, I don't want to have to go through this again. I went through this with your sister. I'm not going through this again. I was like, I just got arrested for pissing in the park. Anyway, so that's that. That's the story of my first time I was arrested, and with my 2 songs that I chose to go with it, both from the 80s, I think. Thank you for listening. If you see my wallet, you can give me a call. Why don't you tweet about it, post about it, tell a friend, send it out on your Tumblr or Instagram. I love you for listening. See you on the next edition of 2-Track Tombstone.